everyone. This is Teach Me channel and I'm Sarah. In today's video, we will talk about the physiology of breastfeeding and the important hormones of the breast. But before that, let's revise together the anatomy of the breast. This is a breast tissue, which is considered an accessory tissue in the female. You can see here the mammary glands, which is associated with the breast, surrounded by subcutaneous tissue that overlies pectoralis major muscle. The mammary glands are considered modified lactiferous gland, and we call it modified because it secretes something special that none of the other glands do, which is milk. Milk are formed in the alveoli over here. The alveoli are surrounded by myoepithelial cells. When they contract, they cause the milk to be ejected to the outside, and here's the pathway. It goes from the alveoli to the secondary tubules to mammary duct, lactiferous duct, and then to the outside through sinus. The sinuses are opened into the nipple. The nipple is surrounded by a dark area known as the areola. And if you ever wondered why this area is darker than the rest of the breast, one reason is for the newborns to find their own source of food. Interesting. One last thing to mention. The breast is kept in shape and protected by a strong ligament known as the suspensory ligament, or if you want to call it, Cooper's ligament. Now let's talk about the hormones. If anyone asks you about important hormones of the breast, please mention 4. Estrogen, progesterone, prolactin, and oxytocin. Let's start with the estrogen because it's the big boss here. Estrogen stimulates the ductal system growth of the breast. It takes it from pre-puberty to puberty phase. Next, progesterone takes over. It causes the full development of lobule-alveolar system, which means that it causes the elongation and side branching. When the lady gets pregnant, prolactin will be released, and prolactin will help or promotes lactation. So it goes from this phase to this phase. But how does this happen? I'll tell you. When the baby starts to suckle, somatosensory signals will be sent to the hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus will send 2 signals. The first one goes through the anterior pituitary gland, and it is an inhibitory signal to inhibit prolactin inhibitory neurons, or dopamine if you heard about it. And when this is inhibited, you are allowing the production of prolactin and then prolactogenesis, or formation of milk. If this sounds twisted, let me tell you about the normal then. Normally, when the hypothalamus does not send an inhibitory signals, dopamine continuously inhibiting prolactin release. But when dopamine is inhibited by an order from the hypothalamus, then you are inhibiting dopamine and prolactin will be released, increasing its production, allowing milk formation. Next, the hypothalamus will send a signal to the posterior pituitary gland to allow the release of oxytocin. Oxytocin travels until it reaches the myoepithelium, allowing the contraction of myoepithelial cells and milk ejection. Both prolactogenesis and milk ejection are called the letdown reflex, and this will allow the baby to receive its milk. In summary, estrogen is responsible for the ductal system growth, progesterone for the lobule-alveolar system, prolactin for lactation, and lastly, oxytocin for milk ejection. And here's the question for today's video. Which of the following hormones you think your body uses to make breast milk? Write down in the comment your answer, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.